We're going to start with a musical prelude before the land recognition because that's the way I get to squeeze one more song in. So this is a Pete Seeger song. He wrote this in the early 70s, but it's based on an older song because he always would say, if you don't keep singing the songs if they don't mean anything to you. So he rewrote the lyrics. So in light of some of the things that are happening right now, I made 2 changes. See if you can find them. So we have a whole new song. You've heard this before, so hopefully you'll sing along. You know it's darkest before the dawn. This thought keeps me moving on. If we could heed these early warnings, the time is now quite early morning, and that always repeats. If we could heed these early warnings, the time is now quite early morning. Some say that Canada won't long endure. What makes them feel so doggone sure? I know that you who hear my singing could make those freedom bells go ringing. I know that you who hear my singing could make those freedom bells go ringing. And so we keep on while we live, till we have no more to give. And when these fingers can strum no longer, and the old banjo to young ones stronger. And when these fingers can strum no longer, and the old banjo to young ones stronger. You know it's darkest before the dawn. These thoughts keep me moving on through all this world of trump and sorrow. We still can have singing tomorrows through all this world of trump and sorrow. We still can have singing tomorrow. Did you catch the changes? I did a number of years ago some work with the high school, Misquachie High School, the Indigenous school. And Fred Hines, who was the principal there, he said, he hates institutional land recognitions. And he said that he would rather that somebody just wrote it themselves. And so that's where this came from. So standing on Treaty 6 territory, we recognize and acknowledge that this land on which we stand has been the gathering place for millennia of many Indigenous peoples. As treaty people, we acknowledge, honor, and respect the history, wisdom, knowledge, languages, ceremonies, and culture of the First Nations of this continent, of the Métis peoples, of the Inuit, of all who gathered in this place in Misquachie. We learn of from the first peoples of our connection to the land, which is particularly important on Earth Day, of our responsibility to protect and respect Mother Earth. We honor and respect and mourn the ancestors and children buried here, the missing and murdered Indigenous women and men. We acknowledge our need for collective healing. We remember that we are all treaty people and that we are all responsible for each other. And welcome to Westwood. And this is my ode to Westwood. Westwood is a welcoming space where we strive to embrace who and what we are, regardless of belief or how ourselves we currently conceive. Westwood is a challenging place where we individually and collectively trace a path that struggles to find truth. Westwood welcomes our elders, middles, muddles, and youths, and a rainbow of peoples and beliefs, theists, non-theists, atheists, paganists, agnostics, gnostics, cynics, and eccentrics. Westwood welcomes people regardless of race, color, class, creed, or breed, gender, ethnicity, unicity, elasticity, or neurodiversity. Westwood welcomes how you conceive your growing identity on the continuum of discovery, whichever pronouns you choose to use today or tomorrow, or the direction of your affections or your color in the rainbow. Okay, so today, as Etta mentioned, it's Earth Day, and I sense that our world is struggling. And one of the big issues that I've noticed this past year, and because I've seen it in my students, is fatigue. Like we're struggling against the tide, especially in Alberta. You might have felt that. I recently taught a novel to my first years called Girlfriend on Mars. It was the McEwen book this year. And it's kind of depressing for a good chunk of it because the girlfriend, who actually does end up going to Mars, she is in this reality competition to go to Mars. And really, her motivation is because she's given up on Earth. She wants to create a new Eden or a new terraform on Mars. She thinks that we can get it right there because we've already blown it here. So she's given up. Her boyfriend spends most of the novel, probably 80, 90%, actually almost 100% of the novel, in their basement suite in Vancouver getting stoned. Because he's also given up. And I won't ruin the ending if any of you want to read it. She's a Calgary writer, by the way. But at the very end, our stoner dude is emerging from the basement. And so there's, at the very end, he goes, one small step toward my friends, toward clover and spruce, toward toddlers on the playground, parents snapping photos on their phones, dogs rolling in fast food wrappers. And beyond that, people laze on balconies, sleep under cardboard, shoot up in alleys. Beyond that, barnacles and blackberries and sand that can be transmuted into clear glass. Cirrus clouds and seagulls and giant sequoias that grow for 3,000 years. Is this a new story? The revolution? We inhale, exhale, breathing this world into being. And what I like about that is just the one small step idea, the incremental steps, because sometimes we, when we look at what we're facing, it can be overwhelming. And I kind of like that idea of just breathing this world into being. I remember one time I was in elementary school and I read this, I don't know why, I read this article about the Dalai Lama. And one of the things that the person mentioned is like, every time you leave a room, you make sure you turn off the light. Like, you're going back in a minute, why would you bother? And he said, well, it's a small action, but if 5 billion people do it, it makes a difference. And so that always, I never forgot that. So today, there is some environmental good news in this service and some challenges to step up, my game, your game, our game. And all of these songs today are in this songbook, Rise Up Singing, if you happen to have a copy, Carl, and or for anybody who happens to own the songbook. Pete Seeger, for those unfamiliar with him or whose only contact was in the recent film A Complete Unknown, was a banjo player, singer, songwriter, folk musician, guitar player, Chalil and recorder player, Trinidadian drum player, writer, entrepreneur, documentary filmmaker, labor activist, political activist, environmental activist. He's most familiar for his songs Turn, 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 If I Had a Hammer, Where Have All the Flowers Gone, Waist Deep in the Big Muddy, and spreading the songs around the world, Guantanamera and We Shall Overcome. And we're not singing any of those today. So Pete was a busy guy, but he had a bit of awakening in the 1960s about acting locally. He could get a whole auditorium singing songs about anything, but he couldn't convince his neighbors to do anything about the Hudson River. In fact, they didn't want him around at all. And they certainly didn't want him singing in their schools, dirty commie pinko. So Pete realized that he'd been using his home basically as a hotel, and that he had to start living locally if anybody was going to listen to him. So he started a project that still runs over 50 years later, and that was the idea, was to build a giant sloop, the kind that used to sail up and down the Hudson River. And they would use the sloop to draw people to the river, like, whoa, there's this big boat. And they would raise money. They would have concerts to raise money to clean up the Hudson and generally raise awareness. Slowly, very slowly, action on the river started to happen. And people are now able to swim in the Hudson again. When it first started, the Hudson River was pretty disgusting. As Pete said, nobody would want to swim in it with bits of this and that and you know what, floating by. So this song is about that first dream. And it's very easy to sing. Are the words here? Okay, so you're just kind of going up or you're going down, more or less. Sailing down my dirty stream. Now we're gonna go down. Still I love it, and I'll keep the dream that someday, though maybe not this year, my Hudson River will once again run clear. Now, see that word high? Guess what we're gonna do? It starts high in the mountains of the north, crystal clear and icy trickles forth, with just a few floating wrappers of chewing gum, dropped by some hikers to warn of things to come. At Glen Falls, 5,000 honest hands work at the consolidated paper plant. 5 million gallons of waste a day. Why should we do it any other way? Down the valley, 1 million toilet chains. Find my Hudson so convenient a place to drain. And each little city says, who me? Do you think that sewage plants come free? Out in the ocean they say the water's clear, but I live right at Beacon here, halfway between the mountains and the sea. Tacking to and fro, this thought returns to me. Well, it's sailing up my dirty stream. Still I love it, and I'll keep the dream that someday, though maybe not this year, my Hudson River and my country will run clear. Okay. Now I'm going to forget something. Ah, yes. The candles of concern celebration. So a cherished tradition in many Unitarian congregations is the candle. Oh, and I forgot to light the bloody thing. Okay. So we will light this. I meant to light it when I was reading the passage. Okay. So anybody who would like to share some candles of celebration or concern, please join us. I'll light one final candle for all of those thoughts and reflections that are unspoken. May the light of these candles inspire us to use our power to heal and not to harm, to help and not to hinder, to serve the spirit of truth and loving affection and trusting hope. Okay. So I have a good news flash. So clean electricity passed 40% of the Earth's entire electricity production, in spite of Daniel Smith. In the EU, clean energy has bumped coal down on the grid. So it's been replacing. I love this story. In the Czech Republic, they planned to build a dam, but they found that beavers had already built one. They did not remove the beavers. They rezoned to protect both the beavers and the dam. So they're working in harmony with, I found that quite exciting. India has doubled the tiger population through conservation efforts. In Svalbard, I think that's in Sweden, or maybe Norway, I'm not sure. There is an abandoned coal mine, which now houses a seed bank with over 6,700 types of seeds that demonstrates that cooperation on conserving seeds is in fact working. And since the Pope was buried yesterday, we should give him credit where credit is due. He issued 2 very blunt encyclicals on climate change. And he had to issue the second one because he found out that the American bishops weren't acting on it. And so he got rather annoyed. So he wrote a second encyclical, even blunter than the first, demanding climate change. So that's 1.4 billion people who have been instructed that it's official church doctrine to do something about climate change. And there's this no waste store in New York City, of all places. So this is, and the owner gives 3 tips to improve your eco-life and work towards the aspiration is for zero waste lifestyle. It's hard to imagine, except unless your name is Era. Number 1, compost. Particularly the issue of methane from the landfills is certainly a problem for climate change and contributes to that. So if you don't have your own compost, then she suggests find facilities to compost your organic food waste. 2, this one's kind of gross, but do a garbage audit. Examine exactly what you are throwing out. And then see how you can reduce what it is that you're throwing out. Find products with little or no packaging. For example, body wash and shampoo always comes in these plastic bottles. Well, there are bars of soap and shampoo, which you can buy. I've been using a bar shampoo for the last 3 years. It hasn't all fallen out. I know there's some questions about Bulk Barn, where they get their stuff, but I mean, you can buy your bar shampoo there, and so on. And they also invite you to bring in your own containers to refill there. So that's something. 3, buy less. I mean, that seems obvious, but food waste is a huge issue. So maybe the huge Costco 75 avocado package isn't the best when you lose more than half of the product because you can't eat that much. So she suggests to buy local and as little as will carry you so that you aren't throwing anything out. And she also talks about clothes. So I don't know if you know, there's a movement to limit yourself to 10 items of clothing. That's the goal, to only have 10 items and to buy only as much as, or to buy as much as you can, pre-loved clothes. I love that term, pre-loved clothes. So not used clothes or secondhand, but pre-loved. So as the next song indicates, we are not alone. Many are working to help, and I would say there are more on this planet who would rather save their house from a wildfire than who want a plastic drinking straw or want us to drill, baby, drill. Okay, I'm always struggle, because when I practice these at home, it just seems perfectly okay, and then I come here and I have to capo it up, because I have to project, so. Sailing down my golden river, sun and water all my own, yet I was never alone. I don't hear you. Sun and water, old life givers, I'll have them where'er I roam, and I was not far from home. Sunlight glancing on the waters, life and death are all my own, and I was never alone. Life to raise my sons and daughters, golden sparkles in the foam, and I was not far from home. Sailing down this winding highway, travelers from near and far, and I was never alone. Exploring all the little byways, sighting all the distant stars, and I was not far from home. Sailing down my golden river, sun and water all my own, and I was never alone. Sun and water, old life givers, I'll have them where'er I roam, and I was not far from home. Yet I was never alone, and I was not far from home. Oh, it sounded so pretty, you guys, singing out there. This is your work time. I want you to talk to each other about at least one thing that you can do and plan to do. For example, using vinegar instead of the packaged toilet cleaners to clean your toilet. Talk to each other, challenge each other. See if you can get down to an 80-20 ratio of garbage production or something. Okay, so share.
We had a garage sale. We got rid of stuff.
Garage sale is good. I have a bunch of stuff I'm going to take down to the thrift store eventually.
Well, that's good. I got rid of my old, I sold my old bicycle that I got at Edmonton Bicycle Commuters in 2001 when I first moved to Edmonton. It was a momentous occasion, but I'm really not riding it anymore.
No,
But somebody bought it for $20.
that's good. No space to ride, or just it's not the thing for you anymore?
Just not riding it. Not going to be riding that bike in the future,
Different
or at
bike.
least in the near future.
No, I kid.
I have too many bicycles already.
There we go. So you shared this one. Well done.
I'm donating some botany books to the daughter-in-law of a friend who will who I no longer have any use for them, and she will.
Else.
I'm trying to figure out what to do with books.
Books are hard.
Could stuff every little free library in the neighborhood and still have. Maybe just start now. And by the end of the year, I will have gotten rid of all of my surplus books.
Maybe. Your local library, they won't put them on the shelves, but they will often take donations for their book sale fundraiser.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. I'll mark that down.
Yeah, that's because they don't need old books on the shelves, but book sales are a good fundraiser for them, and that people will know to go look for books there. And of course, it depends on your specific library. I cannot promise that your specific library runs this exact way.
I'm pretty sure Edmonton Public Library does.
I believe Edmonton does, yes.
There's also the UCE garage
Okay.
stations.
Yes, I could definitely take some stuff there. I don't think I'll have
So
it
do you all
have
have,
enough time.
whoa. Do you all have your homework for this week?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a spiritual song, but I like it because, I mean, a lot of spiritual songs are vertical. This one is horizontal or lateral. So the writer, Joe Wise, he finds the spiritual in the wind, in the sunshine, in the rain, and in each other. When I first saw it, in the songbook, I listened to it, and I really liked the verses, and I wasn't so hot on the refrain, because he did this weird 1960s thing, where he's doing the verses are quite fast. So, run with your head up in the wind, that's the tempo, and then he goes, you fill the day. The refrain just comes to a grinding halt, and I said, I can't do this. But then at the very end, he sang the refrain at a normal tempo, and I thought, oh, okay, now I can do this. I can do this song. So we're going to modulate it a bit. We'll slow down for the refrain, but we're not coming to a halt. Okay, so, oh, this is the wrong song. It should be You Fill the Day. There we go. So we'll just do the refrain a couple of times, and then because the verses are quite different. You fill the day with your glory and your power. You fill the night with your quiet and your deep love. Okay, try that. You fill the day with your glory and your power. You fill the night with your quiet and your deep love. And then the verses are really different. Run with your head up in the wind. Run with your head up in the wind, your head held high, your soul an open door. And breathe the wind that makes you free, and breathe the wind that makes you free. Okay, you got it? Oh, you'll get it by the third verse. Okay. Okay. You fill the day with your glory and your power. You fill the night with your quiet and your deep love. Stand with your face up in the sun. Stand with your face up in the sun, your head held high, your soul an open door, and feel the warmth that makes you free, and feel the warmth that makes you free. You fill the day with your glory and your power. You fill the night with your quiet and your deep love. Lay with your face up in the rain. Lay with your face up in the rain, your head held high, your soul an open door, and drink the rain that makes you free, and drink the rain that makes you free. You fill the day with your glory and your power. You fill the night with your quiet and your deep love. Walk hand in hand with one you love. Walk hand in hand with one you love, with your head held high, your soul an open door, and hold the hand that makes you free, and hold the hand that makes you free. You fill the day with your glory and your power. You fill the night with your quiet and your deep love. It also ends in a weird thing, but okay, let's pick up a pace. This This is one of the Clearwater songs, and so the first line I go sailing up. Sailing down. But then you have to, because you're Unitarian, you have to disagree with me. So I go up, down, up. And then we sing together. Up and down the river, sailing on, stopping all along the way. The river may be dirty now, but she's getting cleaner every day. And it just that never changes. It's just the first part. Okay. Whoa. Sailing up, sailing down, up, down, up and down the river, sailing on, stopping all along the way. The river may be dirty now, but she's getting cleaner every day. People come, people go, come, go. Up and down the river, sailing on, stopping all along the way. The river may be dirty now, but she's getting cleaner every day. Garbage here, garbage there, here, there. Up and down the river, sailing on, stopping all along the way. The river may be dirty now, but she's getting cleaner every day. Catching fish, catching cold, fish, up and down the river, sailing on, stopping all along the way. The river may be dirty now, but she's getting cleaner every day. People come, people go, come, go, up and down the river, sailing on, stopping all along the way. This next one is by Jean Ritchie. I don't know if any of you are familiar with her. If the pronouns offend, feminize them or neutralize them. I picked this song because it subverts the whole Garden of Eden story and the subdue the earth stuff. For her, we live in the garden, and the task is not about a forbidden fruit, but it's about actually taking care of the planet and of each other. We're going to sing this a cappella because it does all sorts of weird things. It's in the shape note tradition of singing, so if you're familiar with shape note harmonies, please utilize them. I'm going to educate you on the refrain because the tempo jumps around a bit. Okay. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Now we're going to go up a little bit. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Now this is the fast part. Oh, this earth is a garden, the garden of my Lord. Oh, this earth is a garden, the garden of my Lord. Now it goes really slow. And he walks in his garden in the cool of the day. And he walks in his garden in the cool of the day. Okay. And the verses, if you can't get them, that's fine. You'll probably get them by the end. My Lord, he said unto me, do you like my garden so fair? You may live in this garden if you keep the grasses green. And I'll return in the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Oh, this earth is a garden, the garden of my Lord. And he walks in his garden in the cool of the day. And I forgot this verse, so you don't have this one. My Lord, he said unto me, do you like my garden so pure? You may live in the garden if you keep the waters clean. And I'll return in the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Oh, this earth is a garden, the garden of my Lord. And he walks in his garden in the cool of the day. Then my Lord, he said unto me, do you like my pastures of green? You may live in this garden if you will feed my lambs, and I'll return in the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Oh, this earth is a garden, the garden of my Lord. And he walks in his garden in the cool of the day. Then my Lord, he said unto me, do you like my garden so free? You may live in this garden if you will keep my people free. And I'll return in the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Oh, this earth is a the garden of my Lord, and he walks in his garden in the cool of the day. Now do the refrain yourself. Now is the cool of the day. Now is the cool of the day. Oh, this earth is a garden, the garden of my Lord, and he walks in his garden in the cool of the day. I hope that was picked up with the mic. It sounded great. Okay, one of the things that I find wonderful about Pete Seeger is that he could see what was going on and would feel sad or angry or frustrated with what was going on. Like, I don't know about you, but like in the morning, I look at the BBC and going, what stupid thing did he do today? And it never fails. There he is. You know who I'm talking about. And he would feel frustrated, sad, angry, but then he would get off his duff and try to mobilize himself and others. He might write a song, or he might organize a thing, like, I don't know if you're familiar with Al Simmons, if you go to the Folk Fest. He's a wonderful performer, but Al Simmons, he had an opportunity to go to this Clearwater Festival, and he was so excited because he said, I'm going to meet Pete Seeger. And he was very excited, and he was there. He's there for the whole weekend, and finally he said to somebody, I thought I would see Pete Seeger here. Where is he? Is he anywhere around? He goes, he's the old guy taking out the garbage. that was Pete. He would just be doing stuff. Or there's another story of they were in New York at that fountain in where is it, Carl? Yes. But they were sitting at this fountain on the edge, and the guy turned around to talk to Pete. And he goes, Pete was gone. And he looks around, and Pete was wading through the fountain, picking up all the garbage that people had left. That no matter where the situation was, he was working to try to improve things. Okay, so we'll sing this song that I think I told you this story last time we did a Pete concert or a Pete service. He came back from a trip and he saw this contest that if you could write a song, you could win a free trip to Hawaii. So he wrote this song. He didn't win, but he said, but I did win. I got this song. I think you need the words or else you're going to hear me lying. What my rainbow race. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shore, one earth so green and round, who could ask for more? And because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show my rainbow race it's too soon to die. Some people want to live like an ostrich, bury their heads in the sand. Some hope that plastic dreams can unclench all those greedy hands. Some people want to take the easy way freedom. Don't you know you can't kill all the unbelievers? There's no shortcut to freedom. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shore, one earth so green and round, who could ask for more? And because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show my rainbow race it's too soon to die. Go tell all the little children, go tell all the mothers and fathers too. Now's our last chance to learn to share what's been given to me and you. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping on our shore, one earth so green and round, who could ask for more? And because I love you, and because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show my rainbow race it's too soon to die. Well, we're early, so we could do another song that I didn't plan on. Okay, do you want to do another song? So you're not going to have the words. So I am going to have to line this, but you know it. Some of you. We'll try it up here. Maybe a little lower. Somos el barco, somos el mar, yo navego en ti, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the sea, I sail in you. I just need the chords here. Okay, but somos el barco. Somos el mar. Yo navego en ti. Tú navegas en mí. We are the boat. We are the sea. I sail in you. You sail in me. And where are we here? There we go. Page 242. Just so that I don't make too many mistakes. Okay. Okay. Somos el barco, somos el mar. Yo navego en ti, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat. We are the boat. We are the sea. We are the sea. I sail in you. I sail in you. You sail in me. You sail in me. Boat we are sailing on was built by many hands. The sea we are sailing on touches many strands. Somos el barco, somos el mar, somos el mar. Yo navego en ti, no navego en ti. Tú navegas en mí. We are the boat. We are the boat. We are the sea. We are the sea. I sail in you. I sail in you. You sail in me. You sail in me. Now, if you take those melodies, the second part harmonizes with the first part. So you can switch the melodies And just, you can sing, Somos el barco, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. But you can try it. Oh, the voyage has been long and hard, and yet we're sailing still, with a song to help us pull together, if we only will. Somos el mar, somos el mar, somos el mar. Yo navego en ti, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the boat, we are the sea, we are the sea. I sail in you, I sail in you, you sail in me, you sail in me. So with our hopes we raise the sails to face the winds once more, and with our hearts we chart the course never sailed before. Somos el barco, somos el mar. Yo navego en ti, tú navegas en mí. We are the boat, we are the boat, we are the sea, we are the sea. I sail in you, I sail in you, you sail in me, you sail in me. And that's, I think that summarizes everything. Okay, so we will, I'll blow out the candle now, and I forgot everything today. So we'll finish with the bell. The bell of remembrance, because I didn't. And thanks for joining us online, people.